Hey guys, Keith from the Ashland Fly Shop here. Got a fun little fly a la Bob Quigley. He tied me a fly, I don't know, long time ago, and I lost it. And, then he passed and never got a chance to have him make me another one, and just really bummed me out. So I was thinking about that today. We got some of the same conditions that that fly was tied for, which was super low water, very cold water. Right now on the Rogue, just saw the flows. It's like 650 coming out of the dam, 680 somewhere in there. Very cold. This is great, kind of low profile fly. When he did it with a number, like a 1/0 hook. This is just kind of a play on his fly. Just a little green butt skunky kind of thing with strip peacock curled, real stiff, but just kind of a sparse intruder fly, just to kind of get down there, and in the water it's not going to look like much except for when it gets right in the fish's face, which is kind of what we're looking for anyways, right? Just to not scare him as it's coming in like this. And so there you go. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to go ahead and tie it for you. Here we go. Couple of things to talk about. I am using, once again, Aquafly's round shank eye. I just really like the way that my flies get tied on here. I like the presentation in the water. Today I'm going to be using a size 6 Aquafly's swing hook. Really like the way those work. And then to tie those together for the intruder thing, I'm using Hairline's thin intruder wire. You can use whatever you want to tie that on. Some people like mono, some people like... I have no real preference as to the way that you do that. I'm not going to go through all the stuff of showing you how to tie it on. Those videos are all over the internet. Put the hook on there so that you can do. So here we go. Let me get this set up and you'll see it when the hook is on there. All right, so I've got my hook on here. These little Loon ponds are pretty great if you have a steel jaw on your vise. You can just get that hook out of your way so you're not going to get stuck or anything like that. In the past, I've used tape on them. I've used the little tube thing to keep yourself from sticking. The one tip I am going to give you about when you put this on your shank, let's just go ahead and glue that down. You'll be much happier in the long run. Then it won't come apart on you. Once again, UV glue for this kind of thing is really awesome because it dries so fast and you're not waiting around for it to do anything. I did that with, tied it on with 50 denier, but I'm going to start with this. Going to come back now with a chartreuse, and this is Veevus Power Thread. It's a 140 Power Thread. I would have rather do it with floss, but I didn't have any floss on me. But this will work out just fine. And all we're doing here is making a green butt. Just like that, just kind of making it nice and even. And then I'm just going to tie it off up here. I know it looks like a lot of extra work to do things like that, but it's just simpler for me in my crazy methodologies. Then I'm going to come back with my black thread and start that. There's a few steps to this fly, but it's really fairly simple fly. Doesn't take that much time either. I'm gonna make a nice big bed of thread here. You could also use a black floss here once again. I'm using my thread because that's what I got, and I don't mind it. Veevus French Tinsel medium. I seem to use this quite a lot. I'll take enough for a couple of flies off every time so it's easy to work with. Usually if I'm tying a fly like this, I'll do a couple at a time. You know, just start it as far back as you're going to use it, and then just tie the tip down real good and make it go away. Just cover it up. Make them as even as you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. Not by any stretch of the imagination there. Tie it down real good. All right. Now I do want kind of a nice big dubbing ball on this, and so you know, you could use a chartreuse in there. I'm using an olive brown just because it's a little more subdued. You know, it's cold water stuff. This is what I really want to stand out on that fly. I don't want everything else to stand out too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to start this and just make a small dubbing ball right here to start. And this might freak somebody out a little bit, but you tell me I'm doing it wrong, but you know, that's fine. Then I'm going to make a little dubbing loop. I don't have a dubbing spinner or anything like that, so what I'm going to do, just leave that there for a second. I'm just going to kind of pull these out and flatten them out a little bit. Flip them over so they're a little shorter. Just like that. I'm going to slide it up in place, pinch it down, and then just whirligig around a little bit. Get a bunch tight. Do it again. And one more. That'll do it. Now what I'm going to do, just like you would with your other dubbing stuff, come around, pull it back, pull it back. Just take off your extra that's not sticking. That'll work. Now, I just want a little extra fuzz in there is why I did that. Push it back, make some room. I know it looks sloppy, but it won't. I'm gonna come back in here and clean it up now. You know, slop in this section right here is okay. This is where it's going to start to matter. All right. Now I'm going to use a little bit of Schlappen. And I'm going to come in here and find one of these nice big webby pieces. Come on, come out of there. Just, you know, separate it out, tie it in like you would normally for anything you're using Schlappen or some soft hackly kind of stuff. And then just a couple wraps is all we really need in there. Fold it, turn it, get it undone, fold it, turn it. And tie tie it off. Notice I'm trying to bring the thread up in between my barbs. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what I'm doing there. Can hold it all, just tie it down nice and neat. I know it looks pretty, you know, green butt skunky at the moment that way. This is the one thing I like here. This is the stripped peacock eyes. Oh, I forgot a step, didn't I? Where is it hiding on me? Oh, I forgot a step. Krinkle Mirror Flash. You know, little bit of flash goes a long way in this. And this one is, it's just regular olive. And what I'm gonna do is come in here and get, 2 strands is all I need for this. All right, I lied, I'll get 3. Oh, looks like I'm getting 4. That's what's in my fingers. Can always take it out later, all right? So, I'm gonna tie it in, pull it back, just get it tied in where I want it. Like that. I got this great little thing here. Set it back and out of my way. That all looks pretty good. Now, all right, back to what I was saying before. Stripped peacock eyes. This one happens to be insect green. Kind of expensive. You know, it's not something you're going to use every day in these kind of situations. But remember, this is a very specific fly. It's low water, cold water fly. It's made to just kind of be sparse, and you know, you still want it to be an intruder and have some girth to it, but it's not, you know, right now on the Rogue, it's really cold, and coming out of our dam, I think we looked at it today, it was like 680 CFS or something like that, which is just tiny, just really tiny. And it's cold. So those fish are, you know, cold and clear. They're seeing everything come at them and trying to just not make it spooky for them. So I'll tie these in just to hold them in place. I'm going to tie them back a little bit, just like that. And now I am just going to wrap a couple of these wraps around here, get my thread out of the way so that it doesn't get stuck in there. Just try not to get over the top of my other pieces. It's going to kind of do this spirally look, which I kind of like too. Let's see, if you could see this right here, we just kind of want to pull these out when they do that. Then as I come up, it doesn't take a lot of them, just enough of these little pieces to kind of hold it in place there now again. Then I'm going to come up and combine it one more time. Now, wiggle my thread through everything, come in front of it, pull everything out of the way. There we go. Now, got too much stuff in my way. I should probably be a little cleaner about this stuff than I am, but sneak in there, just cut it. Now once again, we're going to push that stuff back, pull it out of the way, pull all of them out of the way, and just start making a nice little head there. I can see I got one more little bit to cut. Just make everything down nice and smooth for me. You can also, with the Peacock Eye, when it's stripped like that, you know, it's a little hard to work with. You can also soak it in water like just warm water for 5 or 6 minutes. I didn't do that. A lot of times I will. It'll go a lot easier for you. There we go. That's looking real nice. Once again, I'm not going to get crazy on the knots. Get a good amount of glue on that. Turn it over. Get a good amount of glue on that. You can use hardhead. You can finish it however you want. I am going to fish this tomorrow. I believe I'm going down to the Klamath or something like that. I haven't really decided, but let's get rid of that little pawn. Pull this back in place so you can kind of see what we're really looking for there. And that is our kind of green butt, cold water fly a la Quigley with the, you know, the strip peacock curl there. Yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoy it. Go catch some fish.